Generic ratings, and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 12, episode 4, and we are about to get some money. There we go. There goes the money streaming into the bank account. We have gained 4,420 from license plates alone. Not bad at all. Let me just pause it for a moment. Let's not pause it for a moment. Let's just continue on. I'm going to go to foundations and building and set that building constructing while I explain exactly what happened in the previous episode. Although you probably know, but I'd like to summarise anyway. So, previous episode, we got some prisoners. We started to furnish a couple of things, like common room. We did all that, pool tables, TVs. We put all these workshop presses in, and the saws, etc. And generally just made sure everything works okay, and so far it does. I've made a couple of adjustments, not really changes. I've locked this door down here. This is the door to the canteen, or at least one of the doors to the canteen. More specifically, it's the door to the canteen that doesn't have a metal detector. Now, this one down here does. Obviously, with Alpha 12 comes the new contraband system, so prisoners will actively avoid metal detectors if they've got something that can be detected by them, or if they're going to get found out. So, with this metal detector being here, and that door originally open, they would actually wander around all the way around here, so they went through this door rather than that door and get detected by the metal detector. As people rightly pointed out, they just said, why don't you lock it shut? Which I've done, so it forces them to go through this door, which means that I will almost certainly detect anything unless they've stashed it in the cell, which they no doubt have. If I have a quick look at reports and contraband, we can see that there is supply for everything, but only a little bit demand for narcotics and luxuries. Tools, you don't really get any supply for as far as I'm aware, because there's escaping isn't in the game. Weapons, I believe you only get when things start to get a bit violent, although we are using medium risk prisoners at the moment. Eventually I will transition to high risk, or at least that's the plan. We will see. We have 16 prisoners out of 16. We originally had 18 out of 16, but over the course of a day that's missed, I've actually skipped ahead a day. As you can see, it says day 9, whereas the previous video we just about finished day 7, so we've skipped just over a day. That's because all I managed to do in that day is place a workshop saw and a workshop press and hire a janitor. That's all I managed to do in one day, so I thought it's best to cut that out because it was a bit boring. So we are skipped ahead a day. Again, no hacking in money, no extra grants, nothing like that. Just what we get from normal play. The plan is this episode to hopefully finish off the workshop and get these 2 bits here complete. These 3 bits here complete, so we get all of the bottom cell blocks finished. But we'll see. As I said in the previous video, I am doing less Prison-Arcitect episodes, but making them longer. So the content's the same, you're still getting the same amount, but the episodes are probably going to run over an hour each. So hopefully this will run over an hour. So, how is our capacitors in power station? Power station's okay. We're getting close to needing a couple more capacitors, but as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces that we can place them in, so not a big problem. So let's furnish this place, shall we? Because then we can open up our rooms and such. Let's go to our cell and actually designate all these as cell. I'm not yet going to put walls in because walls actually cost a bit of money, and I don't want to get any more in. I don't want to put any walls in and run out of money. I'd rather, get more people and not have walls in, and then finish it off later. The more prisoners I get in, the faster I'll actually be able to complete this thing. So, that's the plan. I can put walls in tomorrow or the day after. So there's them walls put in. We've now got 588 remaining, and that's it. I'm going to go to reports and prisoners and open up our normal risk intake, which will give us 9 prisoners, which will be 1 more over that we can take, which means it'll go to the holding cell. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so we'll be fine with that. Assuming these guys can put this in fast enough. $588. Do I want to spend any more than that? No, because we've just spent another 110 on the uniforms for the laundry. If I get any more, if I spend any more, I'm not going to be able to probably get enough sheet metal for that place. I'm gonna I'll have a think. I'll wait until I've put the cells and such in first. Oh no, we won't need them. We will not need showers this day because we get intake at 8 o'clock, but showers, I believe, is at 7 o'clock. Showers is in our regime. Showers at 5 till 6. So we will not need a shower built in here because they will never get to use it Well, unless they actually want to use it in their own free time, you understand. But there's no designated shower time, so we won't have these prisoners before it gets to that. That's okay. That's fine. I'll be able to build that later on. So, we're going to get these all plumbed in. Let's go to utilities, and do I need to plumb it in? I don't really need to plumb it in just yet. I do need to, however, put some electrical cable in. Let's put it into... Where is it? Is it there? It's there. There we go. And I also need to plumb it in at some point with, you know, actual water pipes, but again, we can do that later. All I want now is just it to be designated as cells, which, you know, they are now, and then we can get these people in, because we're going to get 9 prisoners in a couple of hours at 8 o'clock, and then that means we're going to have a fair amount more for the daily cash flow. Also means that going to get people work more, we can assign more people to laundry, etc. And again, that sort of speeds things up. There's a couple of things I've been wanting to do, but again, don't have really the cash to do so. I'm not hacking money in this this game like the previous like the previous couple of alphas. I've been either hacking money in and then paying it back at the end, or just, you know, skipping a couple of days. And I don't really want to hack money in. I'm not bothered about skipping a couple of days, especially if it's not interesting. There's not real, you know, the whole point in this is sort of entertainment, isn't it? So there's no real point in me just sort of skipping ahead, like, you know, 10 days. I'll keep it as is as far as I can. I'll keep it, you know, what you see is what you get. That's only this episode where I've skipped over 1 day, which all I did, like I say, was put in a press and a saw and then hire a janitor. That's all it was. But I'm not going to hack money in, because I just I'm just trying not to, because the last couple of alphas I've put money in and then sort of paid it back towards the end. Sometimes I have, sometimes I haven't been able to. But either way, this is a little bit more interesting doing it this way. A little bit more interesting. So we're going to get some more prisoners in. We're going to get 9 prisoners. 1 will go overflow into the holding cell. The other 8 will go into this. Obviously, these haven't got the walls in, but I can put that in tomorrow or whatever. I can finish that off later. As I always say, the prison goes through various stages. We go through the planning phase, which we are now past. We go through the primary construction phase, which is what we've pretty much already passed, and then we go on to the alpha phase, which is what we're on now, where we get a couple of prisoners and start bring the prisoners in. Still construct things, you know, thick and fast, as fast as we can, and test these prisoners out within the current with the current regime, and also with the current amenities and such. At the moment, we have obviously only 2 cell blocks. We've got the phone booths and all these benches here. They're designated as common room. We've got the showers at the bottom of each one. We've got the common room here, and we've got a holding cell, which is obviously not going to be there eventually. That's just a temporary thing. Workshop is doing okay. Laundry and cleaning cupboard work fine by the look of it. And basically we use these prisoners to iron out all the little problems, all the little niggles. The thing is that if I just got loads of prisoners at once, or built a prison first and then got prisoners, I wouldn't be able to really change much, because it's already too late to change it. At least that's what I always think. Anyway, I like this. At least it's interesting getting some prisoners in, especially with Alpha 12, with the prisoners actually stashing things about and such. So, you know, that's quite interesting. I like the contraband system. I'm really looking forward to Alpha 13. Anyway, one moment. Today's beverage is coffee. Lovely. So, it looks like we've got some prisoners in there. They are coming in with food. Let's go to our reports and go to prisoners and close our intake. In fact, what was our intake? 13 prisoners we're going to get next time, so going to be interesting. Oh, looks like someone's getting searched. Metal detector's found something. Will he actually have anything though, or has he give it to someone else? Yep, he has. What was it? Let me just click on contraband. He had a packet of cigs that was smuggled in from the visitation, and then hidden in his cell, and then finally we detected it here. However, where's it say? Owner? It just says found there. I'm guessing the metal detector. But I thought the metal detector only works on metal items. I've had several comments, because I did question that last episode, and I totally forgot to look into it. But I sort of questioned, do they actually? One second, let me go to deployment and then guards, and undersign both guards from here so we can get them, so we can get all these prisoners into their cells. Yeah, I did question whether metal detectors only pick up metal objects, and there was equal numbers of comments saying yes they do, and no they don't. So, you know, mixed bag really entirely. Excuse me, I've got a really, really bad throat at the moment, so hence why it might sound differently, and hence why I be taking a lot of drinks and probably coughing and dying at the computer. So yes, we're getting the prisoners in now. We have 25 prisoners of 24, so we're 1 over, but obviously that's why we've got our holding cell up top there. What it means is that we can go to our deployment. go to jobs and assign 1 more to the laundry, 2 more to the cleaning cupboard. So how many have got that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we've got 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll do us. That'll do us. So, yes, there we go. Everyone's assigned now. Oh, looks like that's gone off again. The problem is, however, that guy's getting searched, or at least it's designated him to search. He won't get searched for a while because I don't have enough staff. I only have 4 guards. The problem is that these guards have been already queued up. If I go to reports and jobs, you can see that all of these jobs, they're all getting move thing. They're all being queued up to actually collect the prisoners from here, from this thing, like that guy in the wall. Collect them from the deliveries, etc. So it's something they're not going to really search him until they've done that job. Oh, there we go. Looks like he's getting searched. He's probably already stashed it, however. Yeah, I reckon he's already stashed it. I wonder if it's on that TV. Maybe it's on that TV. Let's search the TV. You go back and then search the TV. That'll be a turn up for the books if it was just stashed in the TV. Let's have a quick look. I might do a shakedown of the entire prison at some point this episode if we get some more. No, there's nothing on there. Might do a shakedown of the entire prison at some point. You can click shakedown and it shakes down all of the prisoners and all of the cells and everything in the cells. I believe it does miss a couple of things out, like it won't search like visitation and stuff like that. I believe it'll be like it won't search serving tables and such. It's only sort of around here, around the cell blocks and the actual cells, the individual cells and the people. But yes, we probably find a fair bit of contraband. If we go back to our reports and contraband, we can see that, oh, narcotics, we've cut that off. It's because of that SIGs, I'm guessing. SIGs are classed as narcotics, presumably. Are they? Let's have a quick look. Contraband. SIGs are... What's it say? Let's have a look. SIGs are classed as narcotic, luxuries and smelly. Ah, okay. Fair enough. So, looks like the one and only packet of cigarettes has been found, and now there is some demand for it, but no supply, because the one packet is gone. One packet for the entire prisoners? I mean, was that like a big carton of like 200 cigs, or was it just like a half pack of 10? Either way, there's no cigarettes around here. No smoking in this prison. Right, let's go to deployment and guards. Assign a guard to there, guard to there. Obviously, we always want a guard in the workshop when they're using it, and we certainly want someone in the canteen. Eventually, I'm going to put in CCTV, but that is more of a long-term plan. Obviously, there's certain things we can and can't do at this stage. We can't really build our CCTV. Not yet, because we don't have enough money. It's fairly expensive. We also don't have really the guards to staff it. Although, to be fair, it would only take 1 guard to staff it, and that would be able to hold 12, oh well, 3, 6, 9, 12 security cameras we could use to monitor. So, it might be an investment, actually. How much is it? 1,000. It's going to cost 1,000 for the monitor, so it's going to cost 4,000 overall for the monitors. Then another 2,400 for all the CCTV monitors if I place them all, presumably. And then if I go to deployment, no, not deployment, bureaucracy. It's going to cost 2,000 to open CCTV. So it's going to cost us 8,000 plus change to get the CCTV up and running. I mean, not technically. I mean, technically it would cost us $3,200 to get 1 CCTV up and running, and then also 1 camera. Not really exactly up and running, is it? It's only 1 camera, but you get the idea. Anyway, let me go to... Totally forgot now. Deployment. No. Yes, deployment. And staff only, and make sure that that is designated as staff only, because for whatever reason it wasn't. It's because I removed that door. That's what it was. I removed that door to change it to a staff door, because originally it was a jail door. So I've changed it off now. That guard there, go in there and just stay in here, right? Just stay in there. That's all you need to be. Just in there to open these doors. I should really put them on patrol, but no. Right, let's have a look at our works. Oh, look at them. They're working very nicely. Lovely. Like again, I apologise. My throat is really, really sore. So, really sore. Look, sore. So, did you get sore? And Oh, that's probably the best joke you're getting today. Especially on this channel. Right, so, how are we doing around here? I think we're doing alright. Let me get these guys in here. I want to just make sure that these cells have been treated with laundry. Yeah, the laundry's been done in here. That's fine. We can see there's even a laundry basket there. So I'll click on the guard. Wander in here. And just make sure that these two... Oh, that guy's coming out. So it looks like the laundry is working. Which is good. Because if it wasn't working, then the prison would fall down. Actually, no, it wouldn't fall down. Because I don't believe the riot anymore with the laundry needs. If you don't have the laundry, then they just won't riot. Which is a bit weird. Because that means then laundry sort of becomes... like a bit of a non-issue, really, doesn't it? Maybe. Is that right? I'm sure I read that in the alphas that laundry needs, if I just go to reports and go to needs, you can see that clothing, the actual clothing needs, I don't believe that they actually riot if it goes up top. I don't think they become violent. It can probably add to the violence, but they need other things as well. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's a bit academic because laundry seems to be working, apart from this area here, which, by the look of it, these haven't been done. So that could be a bit of a problem. Let me just get this guy inside the laundry and see what they're actually doing. Looks like they're carrying that basket, probably from the holding cell. Why does that guy always go to the deliveries area? I'm not too sure why. Let's force this open here so this janitor can wander around. So, is the people in here working? Well, it says they're working. They seem to be standing around and just wandering about for me, yep. Definitely. We've got a laundry basket left in there. We've got this guy taking that, what, probably around here? Yes. When does work finish? I believe it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, it finishes at 6. Well, technically it's 5:59, but, you know, finishes at 6 o'clock. So hopefully you'll be able to do this. Hopefully. We have spent a fair amount of money on just metal plates, as always. Always metal plates. Spent nearly 500, no, 400 odd, probably, on metal plates alone, which is fantastic. Means we can actually, well, it all goes to, you know, funding the prison later on. Looks like that guy is actually working. Yeah, there we go. So we're putting the laundry is actually getting completed in here. That's great. Right. How much do I... oh, look at them. They're actually cleaning up as well. We did have a, yeah, a sort of, dirt issue. Yeah. As you can see, it's a bit dirty in places. Laundry, cleaning cupboard. Yeah, there was some dirt around. Well, looks like we've got enough prisoners to actually clean this place. Although, to be fair, it is fairly spread out. So I may have to either hire another janitor or sign more to the cleaning cupboard. I feel the latter might be the better option. Especially once we get some more prisoners. Because I don't know what I'm going to do, because it's going to finish work time shortly, and then they've got to go to their... well, they've got a bit of free time, then they've got the canteen and whatnot, get for food, get some munchies, get them down them, and then we get more money at the end of the night, which we're going to get 1,600 from just having the amount of prisoners that we have, and then we are going to get probably about 5,000, hopefully a little bit more off these areas here. So hopefully we'll get enough to put the shower in and then build another cell block. I hope. Yes, hope. Let's hope. Just trying to think as well. Can I expand the work time? Let's see what our needs are. Needs are... they're alright. I can expand this work time. I can get a couple more hours work out of these guys, surely. If I move the eat time down... then I have 2 hours of free. All the work. I'm trying to think what to do. What the best thing is to do. Maybe if I move the eat time down by 1. So we go to sleep, like 12 till 5, I guess. Well, 12 to 4 sleep. 5 o'clock shower. 6 o'clock free time. 7 to 8 is eat. 9 to 10 is free time. And then 11 to 6... is work, so we'll get another 2 hours work out of them. Then 2 hours of free, and then 2 hours of eat, and then 1 hour finally of free. That's still a fair amount of free time, because at the moment we got 8 hours of free time and only 6 hours of work, and I'd prefer them to do more work, because that means I get more money. And here's the crux of the matter when it comes to prisons, especially certain prisons that we will not mention the name of the country, who have practically reinvented the slave trade. This is something that is very, well, if you actually read up on it, is something that is sort of questionable whether or not, like, it's a big issue where putting prisoners to work in prisons is, well, has become, as I said, a point where they've reinvented, they can make so much stuff. So much stuff gets made cheaply and, you know, can be made by prisoners and such, and the fact that if you can incarcerate people, then, you know, you can get them pretty much to do, you get them to do that sort of thing. It's something that IV's going to have to really cover seriously. I mean, I know they've got some serious issues to tackle with the game. At the moment, they've only really touched on some of the things they're going to have to tackle, but there's some serious issues when you actually delve into this sort of thing and read into it. But anyway, a topic for another day. It's a very heavy topic, that's why it's another day. That day may never come. Anyway, so, eat time. They are eating well by the look of it. I don't think I need any more cooks. I certainly don't need any more fridges or cookers. Sinks are fine. I don't think we'll need any more than that. We may need... Do we need any more benches? 4, 8, 12, 16. We can 32 people we can have comfortably sitting in here while eating. So, no, we don't need any more. Excuse me. So, work is done. Hopefully we'll get enough money to build a couple more presses and benches. Sorry, a couple more presses and saws, and then we'll get a couple more tables in probably. But we definitely need to sort this out. We need to get the shower done in here. So we're definitely going to have to put the walls in and put the shower in, and then we can also think about building this one here. Obviously, the more prisoners we get, the more we can sort of speed things up a bit. The idea is always, well, it's still, you know, completing this before we move on to the next alpha. So, will we be able to do it? Let me speed it up for a moment. That is not speed up button. That is reports for some reason. Speed. Now, can we change the regime? I think we can. I'm going to move eat time down 1, free time down 1, then work time down 1, and then extra free time, extra work. Solid pieces of work there. And free time again. And then eat. Eat like that. Is that best? Yes. I was just thinking, do I put it so they have 2 hours of free, then 2 hours of eat, and then 1 hour of free, and then lots of work, and then at the end we have work, then 1 hour of free, and then 2 hours of eat, and then 2 hours of free. But no, we want to have the free time, a big block right before and right after work. That's the best thing to do, I believe. I may have to alter this back down because that is a fair amount of work. That's like what is that, straight 8 hours? That is a straight amount 8 hours. So that might be a bit too much for these prisoners. We'll see. It's probably almost certainly be too much for the high risk prisoners, but we can sort that out when we get high risk prisoners. I'm also... Oh, here's the money coming in. How many license for license plates? 4,800. Not bad at all. $6,665. That is easily enough for me to go to objects. No. Let me go to normal speed. Go to materials, brick wall, and put in the brick wall. Even though it costs a lot of money. There's the brick wall, and then we go to objects and drain. Put in the drain, like so. And then we go to our shower heads and put in the shower heads, like so. And then put them at the bottom. And like so. Job done. Then we can go to utilities, small pipe, and then drag the small pipe right down. And then along here, along there, and to do the same for these toilets here, like that, and like that. So, there's another cell block, almost done. Almost. We haven't got the walls put in, or the doors on these ones, actually. That's something that people keep reminding me. Why haven't you got doors? Well, there's a reason for that. Doors cost money. Yes, doors cost a fair amount of money. So, 5,689. That means that with this prison, this block taking around 4,000 last time, we should be able to have enough to build another one of these. But do I do that? No, I'm going to probably build another saw and another press. I don't know what to do. we'll see what happens. I'll wait until I've done this, and then I can think about what I'm going to do, whether I put more workshop presses and saws in. I think I'm just going to put the saws and presses in. Yes, I think more saws and presses would be better. Although, before we do anything, let me hire another guard. At least one more guard. There we go. That should do us for now. I don't think we need any more guards than that. We've got 3 guards free, and we've got 2 guards that are on patrol. 1 in the canteen, 1 in the workshop. Let me check my contraband. Has anything been detected recently? No, it has not. Go to reports and go to contraband. We can see that there is supply for weapons, tools and luxuries, and demand for narcotics and luxuries only. So there still hasn't been any smuggling taking place. The only other place to get things like cigs and drugs are around here. So cigs, booze and mobile phones, which are classed as luxuries, will be okay up here. This is where you can get them from. This is from the probably the desks of all these office workers. You can also get drugs, needles, poisons, medicines and scissors from the infirmary, which, well, doesn't really matter, because if we go to deployment on staff only, you can see it's all staff only, the whole thing. I've assigned the whole thing to staff only because I don't need an infirmary yet. Hopefully I never will, which means I don't want anyone ever going there. At the moment it's unstaffed. I certainly don't want anyone going there. Why is that there? Luxury basket just shoved there. Where's that guy going? That guy's probably going to be taken to a cell. Yes, I'm guessing someone has just been released. Let me go to reports and valuation. Nobody's escaped. That's good. So, looks like our workmen have got something... Oh, I'm sick of this now. That guy there. See that guard? I'm going to go to deployment. Guard that. Patrols. There's your patrol. He's now going to... Well, it's not even that guy that's been assigned to it. Someone's going to get stationed there to open them doors, because I'm sick and tired of them not opening. Right. Oh, okay, excuse me again. Right. So, 5,189. Assuming we're going to get a couple of prisoners... Well, if I open prisoners, I'm going to get 13, I believe it was. Let me go to reports and prisoners open up normal risk. It says 13 prisoners, yes. And it's in 13 hours as well. So, sorry, 3 hours. I don't know what to do. What I'm worried about, which I didn't think I'd have this worry, is that the showers have not yet been put in. I obviously haven't designated as showers, and there's a reason for that. If I designate it as showers, it will still be used as a shower, even though the walls aren't in, and the floor isn't in, and the wall isn't in, and the drains, and everything else. So it would just flood the entire place. Something which, for obvious reasons, I want to avoid. So I'm going to just not designate them as showers. I'm going to let it just continue on as normal. As soon as they wake up, they will then have to use these showers, which could cause a little bit of a problem. In fact, let me go to that guy there. And, oh my good grief. Don't say... Oh, there we go, that guy's stationed. You go in there. It is now shower time. So these guys are going to come out and have to use other showers. This could cause some violence. I really hope not. Danger level says low, and 8 prisoners say they are well treated, so hopefully there won't be any issues at all. I can't see there being a problem, although there's a fair amount of prisoners coming in here. There we go, they're all using these now. To be fair, there is overflow because we've got 12 showers in here where we can only hold 8. So there's enough for the prisoners to just use it if need be. I think that'll be alright, yeah. If I was sensible, I could have actually put these in a particular order instead of just going there and putting everything in and then let them deal with it. So, looks like it's shower time. I think they're doing alright. I think we'll be alright. It's prisoners say they're well treated. Go to needs even. Hygiene is going low. There we go. There's no problem at all. Not a problem at all. And now we've got, I believe, an hour of free time, and then they can go and go about their own business, get a bit of food, and then go back to another 2 hours of free time before we get 8 hours of solid, hard manual labour, like breaking rocks, like in Rambo 2. Actually, I'm sure there's several other films where you actually see prisoners breaking rocks, but, you know, Rambo 2 comes to mind. But anyway, oh, do we have a lot of sheet metal? I wonder if these are going to get done before all the sheet metal needs to turn up. We've only got 4 workmen, we only have 4 workmen, so hang on, is that guy? This is silly. I really hate this. This is what I despise. That guy's stationed there, yet that guy is being assigned because he was there to go and open that. So there's pretty much no point in having that guy there. Deployment, unassign the guards, cancel the patrol area. It is completely pointless. Not completely pointless because, you know, it's more of like a 50-50 chance that he's going to be the one that's going to be assigned to move stuff, but whatever. I'll just manually open the doors like that. I could even just make them staff doors because they're so well behaved for the time being. I don't think there's going to be any problem, but, you know, not something you want to risk, is it? Right, let's see if any of these guys get... Oh, this guy's been released. Let's open all the doors for them. So, looks like we are getting... everyone's gone through and there's been nothing set off yet. Where's that guy going? Oh, probably going to take the rubbish out of the bin. No, he's just going... Oh, he's going to pick up the last remaining shower head. Looks like we're almost done here. We've got a couple more pipes to put in. A couple of shower heads. Yeah, one there, one there, one there. And then that'll be us, actually. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. We've only got 4 workmen, so we're not going to be building stuff as quick as I'd like. That's one of the issues with not having unlimited money. Have unlimited money, then... Oh, hang on, let me pause it for a second. I've only got a couple of seconds before I have to choose whether or not I'm going to get prisoners or not. I'm going to get 13 prisoners. No. No. We're not going to do it. There's no point in getting 13 prisoners now because we just can't take... We can't take anywhere near that. We can't take anywhere near that. We have to expand the canteen to seat more people. We need to build another cell block. The holding cell can only comfortably hold 2 people. So... No, not going to do it. What I'm going to do, though, is probably spend... buy 2 more saws and 1 more press. No. 2 more saws and 2 more presses. Yeah, 2 more saws, 2 presses for the workshop. That's what I'll do. We also have to go to deployment and jobs because a couple of people have left now. So let me just cancel a couple of these off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There we go, because we've only got 23 prisoners, because a couple have left, and I'm guessing... Oh, and that guy's due to leave in 4 hours, so... There we go. Right, anyway, so it looks like I've put all that in, so I can go to my rooms now, and then shower. Designate all that as shower. Then there's that cell block, almost done. All we need to do is put in the phone booths and the benches, but I can do that later. What I need to do now is go to Objects, Workshop, and put in 2 workshop saws, and 2 more presses. Go to Utilities, Electrical Cable, drag the electrical cable to there and there, because... I don't need to put one there or there because they automatically get put in by this one, which means I'm saving myself $20. Is it $20? Yeah, $20. Every little helps. Every little helps. So, $1,169 remaining. Assuming we're going to spend around about 600-ish on just sheet metal, I probably need to save, yeah, about 600 to 700. Any more than that and we'll probably run out of yeah, any less than that we'll probably run out, so not a good idea. So, I'm probably going to put the benches in. 30, it's only 30 a bench, I might as well put the benches in around here. Bench there and then bench there. Phone booths are more expensive though. Phone booths are 300 each. Ooh, that's pricey. That is pricey. 22 prisoners say they're well treated. Let's go to our needs. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a beautiful, majestic sight, isn't it? I love it when a plan comes together and everything just works. I hate violence when it just kicks off in these prisons. Although, you know, when that urge does come, we have a full series for that called Fight Club. So... looks like we've got 3 lumps of sheet metal just turned up because we're obviously putting in some more stuff up here. Looks like the presses are in and the 2 saws are in, and they are just going to run back now and hopefully put in the electrical cable, and then we can start using the extra saws and such. Looks like we've got 2 prisoners ready for release, Scott Bailey and Ross Lifshin. Oh, we've got some people visiting as well. Oh, Lifshin as well. He's about to leave. Oh, the family's come along to actually see him go. Oh, that's nice. Let's open the door for them. There you go. Let's open all the door for them. Come on. You can come and see the release of your father, I'm guessing. Daughter, and ex-wife. Yes. Okay, yes, so it will be. Where's Lifshin? Where is he? Oh, sorry. I've just realised they've They've actually just turned up about just before work time. Look, lots of work time now. Oops. Ah well. They stay till 8 o'clock, so they've got 2 hours of free time there to see them. That's okay then. I wonder if they just sit. I wonder if they're going to sit there for a full 8 hours. I really hope not. Right. Hopefully this. Guys, you might want to let this guy. Right, okay, you might want to let this guy with the electrical cable through, because otherwise these saws and presses won't actually do anything. They won't work. Like, as in, you need electricity for these to function, sort of thing. So, there you go. Now they can actually work. Yeah, you can get on it now. There we go. Yep, he's definitely cutting his body in half. Lovely. Why does that say electrical cable 1? What's the other guy doing? Don't say he's went to... Oh, he's carrying steel. That's okay. That's okay. I thought he was going to put in the benches. Oh, they have put in the benches first. So, not only have they left electrical cable lying in the centre of the floor, which I'm sure is a health and safety hazard, and also something the prisoners will probably steal, as well as, you know, just a dirty thing to do. It's just untidy. You don't want to do that. Not only have they done that, they've put the benches in instead, and now they're carrying sheet metal to machines that can't function because they haven't plumbed it in. What do I say to that, really? Come on, man. Beverage is now complete. So, $821, which we will use to do nothing, actually. I'm just going to split the game, because I don't think I can really get any more without running out of money. The remaining workmen, all 4 of them, will now be... All they're going to do now is open these. They're just going to... Actually, I'm going to force open these doors. This is risky, this, I realise. These guys now, all they're going to do is carry the sheet metal from here to the deliveries to the workshop. And by the look of it, I am going to have a problem. Because not only is the workshop at the opposite end of the prison, because I didn't design it properly, but also I don't have enough workmen to carry this sheet metal. So there's going to be always a bit of a shortfall. Especially when someone's just been released again. Is this a problem? Yeah. Oh yeah. We are running out of... Yeah. We can't unload it fast enough. Them guys better be cleaning. Or yeah, they're leaving. They're leaving. We're good. Ross, Flame, Lifshin. Or Lifeshin, however you want to say it. Yes, we have a problem. I can't carry all this metal. I've got a problem. There's always going to be a shortfall. How much is staff? How much are workmen? 500 and 100 per day. If I hire one more, we're not going to be able to get any more metal, but that's sort of a bit pointless when we can only take it off the truck and leave it there. We need to sort of take it from the deliveries off the trucks. We need to take it off the trucks to the deliveries, and then the deliveries, ideally, not even into storage, just take it straight to the workshop. But, looks like we're running out of actual... Yeah, we don't really have enough workmen to do it. It's the distance covered. If there was only... If this, for example, was the workshop and this was the kitchen, then there wouldn't be that much of a problem. They would just go from there to there and quickly do it. Like on the pod prison, the previous alpha, that was pretty quick. They managed to go from... You know, they managed to just carry it really fast because it was like right next door. But not at the moment. It's all the way over there. So we're always going to get a bit of a... You know, we're always going to have a bit of a problem. Although, to be fair, they're still working. No, there's people standing around. Bit of a problem, really, I think. This might have to be addressed by hiring another workman. Yeah. Especially considering the amount of construction we've got to do. I think hiring another workman is going to be... Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm going to hire another workman, but only once I've got the money. Not this day, obviously, because I'm running out of... money. Although, to be fair, I will be able to open the prison up tomorrow because I'm going to be able to build another cell block tonight. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Hire another workman. It's going to be beneficial, and it's something we have to do. Anyway, end of work time. So let me just check something I need to keep an eye on now because I've altered this regime. I need to check the needs. Needs are higher than before, but not in critical yet. If anything in yellow is fine. Anything in orange is something that I will probably change things to try and resolve. Anything in red, then we are really doing something wrong. But anything in yellow we can deal with. That means that, there is a medium, green is satisfied. Red is like really, really bad. Orange is a fair amount of prisoners are really needing, really, really needing whatever this is, or have a need for that particular item. And medium, which is the normal one, which is all in yellow. So assuming everything stays in the yellow, I won't be altering this regime. I may... Oh, actually, no, that's wrong. I may alter it, but I will alter it to include less free time or something like that and have more work. Whatever, we'll see. Anyway, so it's food time. We have $317 remaining, so we must have spent... did we have 1,100 remaining? Did we have 1,100 before we started work? I can't really remember now. Today's next beverage is water because of this throat of mine. Excuse me. So, yeah, I think we spent, what, 700? 800 maybe on sheet metal, which is understandable. How many saws and presses have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can have one more on each one, and then because we can assign maximum of 20 there, I believe. Deployment, jobs. Yes, we can assign maximum of 20 to the workshop. So, I don't think... obviously, I'll put in the extra press and the extra saw, and then we will I'll put in the extra press and the extra saw, and then that's pretty much the workshop done, and then we don't need to build any more from there on in. Probably, I mean, I could have opted to build the cell blocks first, but the thing is, if I build the cell blocks first, everything else has to increase with that, so I have to increase the common room. Actually, no, the common room's probably far too big at the moment. It's big enough for at least this bottom bit. But things like the canteen needs to be expanded, and actually that's it. I overbuilt. I always overbuild, but yeah, I built too many pool tables, I built too many TVs, laundry's sufficient. I certainly built too much visitation. Oh, look at that. 6,700, excellent. Yeah, I built more than I need, I think. Let me just go to staff, hire another workman. Let me go to foundations, building, and start building the next cell block. Put a jail door in there. There we go. Yeah, so it's something I overbuilt. I put too many visitor tables in. I mean, I originally planned on doing the canteen like this, like it is now. This is perfect, having all the serving tables in. I didn't even need these other two. I could have just done in the centre. But then the tables and benches were fine, and then, expand as we go in. Visitation, I was only supposed to put 1 or 2 visitation tables in. Then I ended up just put the lot in. But yeah, and I probably put in too many pool tables and TVs. But it means that it all comes in eventually. But if I planned it out better, it would have, I would have been able to get another foundation and such. But going back to what I was on about, if I had built the foundations first and done these shower blocks, I would have got more money just from daily cash flow. But then in the daytime, when they're wandering around, I wouldn't get any money at all from workshop. So workshop is... That's why I opted to build the workshop and build it up first, rather than just getting loads of prisoners. And now you know my reasons. You may disagree. You may agree. I don't know. But anyway, that's my reasons. At least there is a rationale behind it. It isn't just a random choice. Let me go to our materials and then fences and put in 2 fences in like that. Let me go to concrete tiles and just put in a concrete tile for the entrance there. Just because we can. And that will do us for now. 5,417. I'm going to go to objects and go to workshop saw. No, not yet, Andrew, not yet, because if I do that, I might not have enough to finish this, and I really do, because I'm going to go to our prisoners and open up my normal risk intake. I have 21 prisoners. I'm going to receive 11, which should be enough, considering the amount we're going to get here, and another person's going to be released, so we should be okay. This is about to build itself. There we go, it's just built. If I go to rooms and then cells, I can now start designating these as cells. Good thing about the planning tool still being there, I can see where I need to build up to. So let me just put these in like so. There's all the cells put in. I'm going to go to objects and beds, spin it round and put all the beds in. spin it back around on this side and put all the beds in like here. Then we can go to the toilet, spin it around once more, put all these on the side of the wall, spin it around once more again, finally, like a ballet dancer this, and there we go. Okay, so 2,747 remaining after all of themselves. I still need to go to utilities and electrical cable and drag the electrical cable down to there, which will power everything. And still 2,660. Oh no, yeah, we got more prisoner uniforms. Yeah, it's because the cell's been put in. So there's that cell block done. 2,557 is not enough really to build another press and a saw, because I believe we spent what, 6,000? We spent about 6,000, 7,000, no, sorry, not 6,000, 6, 700, 800, something like that previously to get on sheet metal. So I don't think we'll have enough to put in the saws and the one more saw, one more press for that over there. I don't think so. What I'll do instead is probably get a couple more tables and a couple more chairs around in here. Tables and benches even around in the canteen. I think that'll be better. And then obviously we can probably get a couple of phone booths for in here as well. But they're 300 each, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 1,200 there. Yeah, we'll have enough. I think we'll have enough. Obviously, I need to put in the walls at some point in this place. And the jail door. Jail doors are, well, as you've seen in the previous prison, Pod Prison, I didn't have any doors at all. In fact, the original design for this prison was to have it more like a sort of barracks. So all of these would face inwards along the centre. So like if you walk down the centre, you can always see inside, which is sort of what we've done now. But the original idea was to have it so these cells are actually 3 by 2, and then we don't have any walls on them, so they're more like barracks than anything else. But we sort of went against that design to do this, mainly because I'm going to eventually go for high risk, which brings me on to my point I was trying to make, which is the reason I haven't got cell doors on at the moment is because they cost 200 each, I believe. 200 each for a jail door, which is quite expensive considering we'd have to do all of this. Well, even just here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 1,600 for that cell block alone, which is a fair amount of money. So it's a fair amount of money to do all of this, but we also don't need it at the moment. But as soon as we get high risk in, actually before we get high risk in, I will be adding that. I will be adding it in. I'll be putting the jail doors on before we get the high risk. Because obviously eventually the idea is to transition over from medium risk, what we've got now, which is the normal risk, I guess you would call it, over to high risk. So, shower time anyway, so you can see all these showers start to function, and hopefully the drains function. Yeah, the drains are functioning. Just toilets to put in this cell block, which is okay. We can probably go to objects and bench, and we'll put a couple of benches in here, like so. We'll also do the same up here. We're going to leave a 1 gap between them, obviously, so they can get round, and then we'll go to tables, and put the tables in, like so. Tables are put in, 1,917 remaining, so we'll go to bench again, and we'll put a bench in there, and a bench in there. Okay, 1,857, so... Where do I put an... Well, I'm starting to think of metal detectors now. Oh, actually, that's one thing I haven't checked. There we go, the capacitor's alright. We're okay for the capacitor. I might as well... I need to put some phone booths in this cell block, so I'm going to put just 2 of them in for now, like so. And I can also go to rooms and common room when I find it. I always lose them. I always lose the rooms. Common room, and then put the common room in like so. That's just so we actually have some sort of phone booths in there. I want, even though these are obviously currently under construction, I haven't put the walls in there, and this one is even less on with construction. You can see the if this one had jail doors in it, you'll be able to see the stages of construction from complete to almost complete to halfway to just got built. It's like a cross section, isn't it? It's like, and here's one I made earlier, and this is what I started with. So we have 20 prisoners of maximum of 32. We're going to receive 11 prisoners, which means that I'm just going to keep the intake open and see what what's going to arrive next time. Stationed, we have 2 people stationed. I'm going to go to deployment and guards and unassign both guards from this because we're going to get prisoners in but a moment, and then they're going to turn up, and we need obviously all the guards we can to go and pick them up from the yard and then bring them in. Looks like all that's plumbed in, and looks like the phone booth is put in as well. No, this isn't plumbed in. And we got a small pipe and actually plumb this in. So, might as well do it now. Might as well do all the bottom ones as well because it's cheap enough, this thing. It really doesn't cost much money at all. In fact, I've probably only spent, yeah, $130 on just pipe, so it's cheap enough, isn't it? Oh, my throat. Right. So, that's a lot of work for them workmen to do. Oh, and there's a lot of families coming along as well. That's okay. And here's our prisoners coming along. Anyone that I recognise? Not from. Oh, there's Conan again. It's the hair. No one I recognise. No faces in the game, sort of thing. Right. Although I haven't checked the names recently. We're gonna get 14 prisoners tomorrow, which is probably okay because we're gonna lose another 2, and probably at least that again by the time they come back around. This is the main reason why I'm actually going to go for high-risk prisoners. Well, the main reason is because I haven't done it for a while, and it should be interesting. But also, if you look at each prisoner, like this person, there we go, Joseph Pick-a-Snick. He has a 3.9. He has a 13-year sentence, and he served 3.9 years. So he's going to be here for quite a while, actually. Bad example. Click on this guy. Bad example. This guy. There we go. Richard Roach. 14 years served. 14 years sentence. Served 8. So he is actually probably in the next couple of days going to be released. I don't actually know. Does 1 day equal 1 year for the sentence? For when they leave, I'm not too sure. But either way, medium risk prisoners, you do tend to get probably, of all the people that turn up, you'll get a couple of people then leaving, like, you know, the next day. Like, it's sort of a 3 steps forward, 1 back, or in some cases 2 steps forward, 1 back, where you receive 10 and 5 will end up leaving the previous day. You do get that. Low risk prisoners, it's even worse because their sentence is so short that they tend to turn up and you receive them generally in the same ratio as them leaving, so you never really increase. In some cases it can go down and it's sort of uncontrollable. High risk prisoners, it's sort of the opposite because their sentence is so long that they don't really the sentence is so long that they come and they don't tend to leave as much because the sentence is so long. It takes them takes them longer to serve them, etc. So it's something you can you can fill the prison up faster. But obviously I don't want to take high risk prisoners from day 1 on this thing. I want to get all of this bottom as medium risk and then probably make this high risk and then transition the bottom over. But we'll see. I'm more leaning towards getting medium risk for the whole thing. Filling the whole thing with medium risk. Make sure it works with medium risk, the normal risk prisoners, and then, once we've got all the metal detectors in, etc., then transition over to high risk. That is probably what we will end up doing. Probably. Let me just go to deployment and assign a guard to there and a guard to there. There we go. And now we still have 3 guards to wander around and do what they need to do. This thing, I forgot about these doors. Let me go to reports and valuation. Looks like we haven't had any escapes, so that's okay. We still have the magnet, would you call it? Basically, when you have this, like this, you can see this. I've just designated that as staff only. This is like a buffer. The prisoners won't, because this is staff only. The prisoners will not enter it unless they're really annoyed. If they're conforming and being happy and, you know, actually generally taking note of you, they just won't walk into it, even though this door is open. What I'm going to do, just to make sure, is got staff only and assign both of them staff only. This is actually the solitary, which is something I just haven't used. You know, it's something that you only really use when things get a bit violent. Thankfully, we haven't got up to that stage yet. $1,119. I'm going to go to objects. No, sorry, materials. Brick wall. Do I do this brick wall? It's going to cost like $500 just to do that bit of brick wall. Brick walls are super expensive. No, we'll leave it for now. we will leave it for now. I was going to put this brick wall and then do the shower. In fact, I could probably put the showers in. I can put the shower in. Let me put the shower in. Let me spin these around. There we go. There's the shower put in, and we'll put the drains in as well. And then tonight we can put the walls in. Once it goes back over to the next day, we can put some walls in. That's the best thing to do anyway. That's, you know, because I don't want to spend any more, because you've seen the amount of people we've got working here. In fact, I can probably go to deployment now and jobs and just max that out. We've got more than enough prisoners to cope. I'm going to put 1 extra to laundry, 2 extra to cleaning maybe. Yeah, that'll do us. So 20. And how many have we got to laundry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 26. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's a total of 30. There we go. Everything's assigned. 4 to that, 4 to that, 20 to that. No, 6 to laundry, 4 to that, 20 to that. Yeah, that'll do us nicely. So, we've got some people actually working. Let me just quick go back to deployment and jobs. Is everyone assigned? Looks like everyone is assigned. I'm going to put an extra overflow on the cleaning cupboard, just in case we do get some more well, when we get some more prisoners, we can go back to the cleaning cupboard. Let me unassign one from the laundry. No, leave it as that. That's good. That's good. I like that ratio. There we go. I wish it would, instead of stacking up like that, I've said it before, I wish it would just have one circle like that with a number in it. And imagine if these were chips, like, you know, like poker chips, and when you get more, it would just stack them up so that it looks like there's a big stack of these things here. So it would just be like that, and then like it would just spiral up as if you were stacking these on. Obviously, it wouldn't have to be a stack of 20 of these to indicate 20. It would just have to be a stack that grows bigger, you know, and it'll go bigger based on the more people that you have assigned to it. Obviously, put the number there so you can see how much is there. In fact, I believe Ruse is the game called? Yes, Ruse, the sort of... Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, Ruse, the sort of RTS type strategy tactical game. That did pretty much the same thing with chips and stuff. But yeah, something like that. Anyway, is that guy working? Yes, he's working. Ian Fisheye Gray, prisoner number 78133, age 20. Ian Gray was a computer hacker convicted of intentionally hacking a protected computer and willfully causing damage, 1987 in Chesterfield, UK. Anyway, we have a bit of a problem, I mentioned earlier. The problem is that I am carrying all of these metal sheets. Well, no, sorry. The problem is that I'm not carrying all of these metal sheets. All of the workmen have been, well, employed on putting the drains in and lights and so... lights? Shower heads. Most of that there, and it says light, because there is actually light there, but I thought I'd just put lights in there. No, it's all shower heads. Yeah, you can see they're stacking up because I've been too busy building. Ah, look at that! Because of that. Look at that! Huh. Just no one's working there. None of the saws are getting used because we just don't have the staff. Sorry, we don't have the material. That's a problem. I'm probably going to have to hire some more workmen, aren't I? Always problematic, this, isn't it? Always problematic. Right. So, what we're going to do to fix this? What am I going to do to fix this? Nothing I can do. I haven't got the money to fix it. I've got 407 generic credits, and I've got about 7 tons of steel just dumped in the deliveries area. And the workmen are doing their best to carry it, but I can't really blame them because they are working quite solidly. Who's that? Shimp's father and Shimp's mother. Looks like they're bringing it in here now. And as soon as they bring it in, it's getting used. But we are starting to slow down now. The good thing is that the saw, you do get a fair amount of blanks. And as long as these are working, you do have a bit of time to carry materials and saw it up. Although, as you can see, we've now run out. Yeah, so not a great deal. I wish these workmen would be a bit faster, but there's nothing I can do. I'll tell you what, I've got $407, lads. You can have all of that $407 if you double your speed. You can split it between the 5 years. Go. Nah, they're not listening. Well, you had to try, didn't you? What about this guy? I'll give some motivation to the guy. Hey, Steve. Did I tell you that you're better? You're better than him. Yep. Yep. You're the best workman we've got. Well done, Steve. Keep it up, mate. Cool. Hey, Terry. See that workman you've just passed? That was Steve. You're better than him. You're the best workman we've got, Terry. Nice one. Hey, Gerald. See that workman that's just passed you? That was Terry. You're the best workman. You're better than him. You're better than Terry. Better than Steve. Well done, Gerald. Bob. You just passed Gerald. You get the idea. No, they're not working faster. What? Work faster? Oh, well, whatever. I am running out of money now. I'm going to go to objects and go to bench and... No, table. And just spend more money. I'm going to put some more benches in. It's only 100 each. Oh, good grief, look at that. I can't put them down here because of the amount of stuff we just got piled on the floor. I'm just going to have to... Well, I can't really buy any more. Yeah. This workshop really functions. I'm not going to argue with that at all. I wanted to buy some more benches, but I can't really buy them until all of these license plates have gone off the floor. It's sort of a catch-22 situation. I want to buy more tables so we can put the metal on there, but I can't buy the benches, the tables. Why do I keep saying bench instead of table? I can't buy the tables because all the metal is on the floor. Great. Oh well, at least the materials, at least they've got the metal there, and it's getting processed, cut up, etc. Then we go to reports and valuation for a second, just checking for escapes, there hasn't been any. Go to needs. Needs are creeping up a little bit higher than before, which is to be expected, because you need about a day for... No, you need at least a day for the regime to set in. Probably a little bit more. I reckon 2 days ideally for the regime to set in and to take effect. So, we... let's have a look. We've got 2 hours of free time, that's right. So hopefully the bladder and bowels and the comfort and the exercise will be completely taken care of. No, the comfort won't be. Comfort won't be. Comfort will be taken care of while they're eating, when they're sitting down on the benches, as well as when they're sleeping. But the bladder and bowels are, yep, everybody's having a wee and a poo. Fantastic. It's what we like to see. No, we don't like to see it. We certainly don't like to see it, but we like to know that they are, they can pass fluid and can, go to the toilet quite happily. So, excuse me again. Right, how we're doing for... How we're doing for these... Well, how are the workmen doing? Hang on, is that a Featherstone? Ah, we have another Featherstone. Mark Featherstone, age 30, prisoner number 78276, sentenced to 11 years for carjacking. However, he's a different colour to our previous Featherstone. The previous Featherstone was white. This guy is black. Well, I guess there has to be a different, There's more than one Featherstone name, I guess. Or maybe he could be related. I don't know. Maybe Featherstone got divorced and... No, I was going to say maybe Featherstone got divorced and then his wife remarried. And then remarried to this guy. But then that wouldn't work because A, if she got divorced, she would go back to her maiden name. And B, normally when people get married, they take the husband's name. Maybe Featherstone got divorced and is now... married to this guy. I mean, that can happen. Why not? Maybe he's not related at all. I'm afraid I can't ask him. I'm going to search his cell anyway, because Featherstone, we always have to have a bit of brutality. Featherstone was the guy that everybody picked on, but he got what was coming to him in the end. He got a bigger cell out of the way of everybody. Everything was fantastic. So we're going to search his cell. Why not? Let's have a quick look. Well, he's nothing on his bed. And what about the toilet? I don't think there'll be anything stashed at all. No, don't think so. Nah, everything's clean with Featherstone. Well done. We're going to keep an eye on him. So, there's the new tables and chairs put in. Tables and benches even. How can I fit? Can I fit another one in? Let's have a quick measurement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, we'll have a bit of a gap. That's a problem. I could do it like this though. 4. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then like that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And like that. Could do it like that, couldn't I? Yeah. Could do it like that. That'd probably be better, wouldn't it? Maybe. I don't know. I can always move them along if need be. I could always reposition them so they go like that. So we could have, hang on, let me just check it. 4, I'm gonna have, it's not, yeah, it's 4, and then that, then a gap, then 4, 4, 4. And then 4, and then 4, and then 4, and then a gap of 3. Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna work either way. Although we could do 4 and 4, then 4 and then 4, and then we'd have to have a gap there. Also, we could do that. That. Yeah, there'd be a big block there, like that. Like that. And then we could have that. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of tables and benches. Where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. We're still going to get the same in, regardless of which way I spin it, so whatever. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter which way I spin it around. It's still going to be the same thing, so whatever. Right, we have $37 remaining. Let me speed it up to max speed. Let me check the reports for a second. Needs, yeah, their bowels and stuff's all sorted. All sleep, food is all done. Hygiene's creeping up, but it will do. Although they're taking showers now, but then they'll have a shower in the morning. Clothing is creeping up, but that'll be okay because they'll change in the morning after a shower. Sleep will be taken care of now. How much are we going to get from license plates? 600. Ooh, nearly 7,000. Nearly 7,000. Anyway, objects. Workshop saw. Put in a saw and put in a press. And then that's that completely done. So, we'll make sure we do that. And there's that done. Then we can go to our objects. No, materials. Brick wall. And brick wall this off. There we go, and then there's that pretty much done. 6,507, which is enough for another cell block, I think. Let me speed this up. Max this speed out, shall we? Apparently, we have another 14 prisoners arriving. Well, according to the bit at the top, we have 28 prisoners and we can hold 32. So we're going to have 4 remained over, which means we need another 10 storage. We need another 10 areas for the prisoners to be, which, if I build this on top of the holding cell, will be exactly 10, which means we should be good. So, building, foundation, bosh. And we'll put the jail door on the front there, and then we will go to our materials and to fencing, and then put the fences like so. Concrete tiles there. Job done. If you're wondering why I'm putting these fences in, I did explain, but I'll reiterate that these fences are for it's so the prisoners can't dodge the metal detectors which currently don't exist there. Obviously we've the idea is to put metal detectors at the entrance of each one of these. Oh, hang on, I just remembered something. Now we're okay. The power looks okay, just. Yeah, it's creeping up, but it's getting there. It's very close now. Yes, these areas here, these are for the metal detectors, which I currently haven't got. Obviously, it's something I will put in eventually, but I just don't have the cash, and I'd rather, well, I have prioritised getting the workshop done and getting more prisoners. That's because I can then get more money, and then I can filter out the, let me just force this door open. Then I can filter out the contraband. If I go to reports and then contraband, we can see that there's a little bit of supply. Well, there's a fair amount of supply for weapons and things like that, but not much demand, which is good. Right, looks like that's all put in. Let me go to my... Let me pause it for a second and go... No, normal speed, in fact. Let me go to rooms and cells and then do the same thing and just plan this out. Like so. All done. And I think we're about done. There we go. And then we go to objects. You guessed it, bedtime. I mean, no, don't close the video and go to bed. I mean, you know, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put beds in. There we go. $2,072 remaining. That means we should have enough to put in toilets because it's only going to cost $800 overall, which is that there. And we have $1,182 remaining, which means probably going to spend that on the workshop and things around in here. Probably. Let me go to objects and get another table. Probably want another couple of tables, actually. Let me get one 2, 3. And if we run out of money, then tough. I'd rather have the stuff actually placed on benches, on tables. Why do I keep saying benches instead of tables? Ugh, add that to another list of the thousands of disorders I probably have. Right. So, what else have I got to do in here? Oh, yes, I haven't actually put the power in. Oops. Let me put the power in to there. There we go. Now we'll probably spend too much. $800. Probably spend too much now, but that's okay. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I knew I missed something. Rooms and shower. I forgot to designate that as shower. That's my fault. I messed that one up completely. Let me re-des. Oh, now I've totally messed everything up here. Cells. There we go. Cells, and done. And start. Sorry about that. I have messed that up, so the prisoners from here have probably went all the way around into this one. That doesn't really much matter. So, looks like we're going to get some prisoners either turning up. They will be turning up in the next 1 hour, 50 minutes. So, I think we're going to call it there. We're doing alright. We have, in total, built another 3 cell blocks. We have pretty much doubled the capacity of the workshop. We have increased the canteen, and we have got a fair amount more prisoners. We are getting another 14 prisoners, which shall bring us up to some number that I can't be bothered to work out. It'll bring us up to, what, 41 prisoners? Yeah. Which is okay. I'm guessing a couple are going to leave by the time next day comes round. But, next episode, the plan, or at least something we need to do, there's a couple of things we need to do. We need to probably put some more weight benches in because they are in use and it's something I've sort of neglected. I need to put in the benches in this area here, in this cell block. I need to do the shower in this cell block. And I need to put in the phone booths in the remaining, this cell block here, this one, and this one. And also probably need to expand the TV. I think doing what we've done here, which is rapid expansion of getting more prisoners, is going to pay off eventually. Well, it's going to start paying itself off now because obviously we're going to get more money. We can also get them to work in the workshop, which means, you know, means a faster building process. The downside is that because I haven't because I've been neglecting some needs, like I haven't put the phones in here, I haven't got the walls around here, we might have a couple of problems as well. Luckily, I think the showers around here suffice. We don't really need anything else. I was a bit worried, but they seem to be working okay. We don't really need any more phone booths because in the free time they can always go to these ones. It's not a need that is, it's not something you need to, like showers for example, they need to be close, or relatively close in my opinion, whereas the phone booths, they can pretty much be anywhere because in the free time they'll go and use them at their leisure, so it's not really a massive problem. The only thing that really is sort of a bit concerning is that like I say, I don't really have a great bit of TVs in the common room. I need to probably expand that a bit and just generally start polishing this off. The main concern is the lack of metal detectors. I have only got 1 metal detector. Luckily for that, with someone pointing this out, or several people pointing out that I haven't got that jail door. I've got that jail door open. I managed to shut it this episode, and we've probably caught a fair amount from that metal detector. Apparently not. We did catch a couple of people out with that metal detector, especially early on in the episode. So we've caught a couple of people out there, and we will continue to do so because the canteen is something that they always have to go there. They always have to go to the canteen. Whereas if I put it like maybe on this one here, I think originally I had it there, which is not efficient because they would only detect it if they would only detect the 8 prisoners that come through there if they're holding metal, so bit pointless. So where it is now is good, but next episode definitely gonna add more metal detectors as well as finish off these ones here. That is our priority, so that's what we'll be doing. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Quite long, but you know, that's the whole point in these the new sort of, not format of the series, but as we go from here on in, it's going to be longer episodes. So all good, I hope. So thank you very, very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.